Hello, everybody. This is Richard. I wanted to talk about spirituality. I'm going to ramble on a little bit, but I want to talk about specifically distances. There is no real distances in the physical reality or in the afterlife. The only real distance is emotional distance. You know how, like in relationships, you hear about people talk about, we live so close, but he's emotionally distant. You know how women say that, or men say that. They're so distant emotionally. And the thing is, though, is that the only distance in death or in life is emotional distance. There is no space and time. There is no X, Y, and Z. Everything is all crammed all into one place, into one point. And the only thing that allows you to have any disconnect is when you disconnect emotionally from your reality. The spirits, um, how the reality exists is that we're in a state of meditation. We're in a state of meditation as spirits. We're meditating and we're conceptualizing the reality that we're living in. The reality is kind of hard to tell. This is just a theory, but I think that it's 50-50. The reality is virtual and physical. It's kind of a mesh of both. It's something that is and isn't, and it's something that's in the middle. But the spirits are conceptualizing their physical body, their experiences through meditation. They're in a state of Zen and meditation. And the spirits, this is just a theory, I don't know how to explain it that well, but all the spirits are all in a space and they're all kind of like close to each other, sitting side by side in a Indian sitting position, in the Indian sitting pose, with the legs crossed and all that, and they're like this. And and this is the cool thing too, is that we're conceptualizing the reality that we live in. We're conceptualizing the physical body and the physical world. And the thing is, though, is that there is no distance. So what it is that the person that you meet is actually closer. A person in this reality can seem as though that they're from New York and you're from Mexico. This is just an example. But in reality, you're shoulder to shoulder in the afterlife. You're meditating shoulder to shoulder. But because you're emotionally distant and you're conceptualizing your reality, you can create distance by by telling the person next to you, you're signaling, and when you're all in a line, everybody, the spirits are in a line, like in rows, shoulder to shoulder, and they're telling each other and sending and they're telling each other certain messages. I live in New York, and then you tell them I live in Mexico. It's a big gap between us. You know, I'm a woman, I'm a man. You're kind of passing certain kind of like signals and verbal cues to each other as you're meditating, making grunts or noises or something like that, through form psychicness, psychic energy, projecting thoughts and emotions and images. And so what it is that there is no distance. You're shoulder to shoulder, and how you meet is by being in a state of connection. You're both in a state of connection. You want to meet someone from New York and you're in Mexico. You're already communicating. We're communicating. So you're telling him, I'm gonna go over to New York from Mexico. It's gonna take a long time. You're shoulder to shoulder. And that's how the reality is that you create distances by conceptualization and ideas. I'm gonna go over there. It's gonna take 4 months or like a month or something because I have to save money and things like that. But you're communicating while the spirits are in rows. They're communicating. I'm a man. I'm a woman. I'm black. I'm white. I'm Asian, and they do it psychically. I'm far over here, and I'm far over here, and I'm over here, and I'm over there, and all this stuff. So what it is that that's just the idea is that we're all communicating in a state of like connection like that, in a psychic way, But there is no distance between us. We're all. There's only emotional distance. The afterlife, your relatives see you. Your higher self is meditating and is creating the reality in the body, creating you. And they only see you as distant because you're emotionally distant in a different world, in a state of Zen, in a state of meditation. You're distant in a state of meditation. But physically, everything is all crammed into one point. There is no X, Y, and Z. Everything is all in one place. Instantly, you can go travel distances, but there are no distances. Everything is all crammed in one point. Everything happens instantaneously. So I just want to share that with you guys. It's a theory that I had, and I think it's true. I think it is. There's lots of theories, and I just want to share that with you guys. So there you go. Hope you think it's very informative. But take care. God bless.